So a while back I was at a garage sale and I picked up a free TV. Unfortunately the remote did not work, but I sold the TV on Facebook for $70 plus shipping. Now I'm going to show you guys how I ship these TVs so that they arrive safely. I've shipped big TVs the same way many times and I haven't had any problems. The first thing I'm going to do is wrap bubble wrap around the front of the TV and just make sure that it's taped down so that it holds securely. It's always a good idea to protect the screen, so we're going to take a piece of cardboard and we're just going to tape it across the top and on the bottom. Now we're going to add some bubble wrap around the side of the TV just like this. You really need a lot of bubble wrap on these TVs, so we're going to add another piece right around the top. All right, now before I wrap another piece of bubble wrap around the side of the TV, I'm going to wrap up the cord so that I can tape it to the side of the TV. Now I'm going to add the other piece of bubble wrap just like this. The next thing that I did was just tape down the ends really good so that it holds together. Now this part is not really necessary, but I had some of this foam sheet that I had picked up on Facebook Marketplace for free, and I went ahead and just wrapped up the TV really well and taped it down just to give it a little bit more extra protection. Now I didn't do this with this item, but sometimes I'll take electronics and I'll put it inside of a clear trash bag just in case it ever rains or there's bad weather. I don't have to worry about it ruining the item. With the foam sheet though, I really wasn't too worried about it getting wet. All right, now I'm just going to wrap this thing up and tape it really well. This foam stuff doesn't really hold tape really well, so you got to put a pretty good bit on there so it doesn't come undone. Alrighty then, now that that is done, we're going to take a large box and I would just put a bunch of packing paper down in the bottom. Please excuse my socks. I guess I was in the comforts of my own home and I didn't realize that when I filmed this that you can see that. But anyways, we're just going to put a ton of packing paper in there because once we put this TV in there, we really want it to have good protection on the bottom. The bottom is one of the most fragile parts of the TV. And now I'm just going to take a bunch of the packing paper and just put it all around the TV really well and just stuff it. So let's get to it. So I really like to try to stuff this on the top the best I can because you just never know. Someone may flip this box over on the ground and you don't want anything to break. So we're just going to make sure that we tape this up really well, but this is not it. We're actually going to put this inside of another box. This is the double box method. And of course, we're going to add more packing paper down at the bottom of this box. Same way we did the first one, just stuff it full because we want that box inside to be really secure. And now that that's ready to go, let's go ahead and put the box inside the box. And if you didn't realize already, we're putting more packing paper inside. Normally, I'd like this outside box to be just slightly bigger, so it's a little bit easier to put this packing paper in there and just to give it a little bit more protection, but this did work and it arrived safely. The buyer was happy. All right, now that that's really stuffed full, I'm gonna take this box resizer tool and it's got a scoring wheel on it. And this is gonna help me to kind of create a new box here. So I'm just gonna run this along the inside. And I gotta make sure I leave a little bit of room because I'm gonna add packing paper on top of this box inside as well. Next thing I'm gonna do is take the razor blade into the box resizer and I'm just going to cut each corner so that it'll create new flaps. You just want to make sure that you cut on top of the line that you just made. All right, then I'm just going to go ahead and stuff this full on top with more packing paper. All right, now this is not really too necessary, but I do like to kind of cut these ends off just a little bit because if we can reduce the weight just a little bit, it might make the shipping not quite as expensive. Now, because this is a pretty heavy box, you want to make sure that you tape this up a lot. Now, I do probably more than enough, but like I said, you don't want this heavy, large item to fall apart in shipping or anything, and we just want it to arrive safely. So once you get that done, we're actually just going to add some fragile stickers on there, and the box is ready to be shipped.